live, we live, we live, we live. Hey, we live, we live. Hey. Today we out here, Merrick, Jamaica, Queens, New York, Jamaica, Merrick Boulevard. Yeah, this is BP Cuts.
On Jamaica. Merrick, he said that.
Yeah. But we out here with my girl right here.
Ryan Cuts. You already know?
Ryan Cuts. And we definitely gonna get a haircut today. I'm not even gonna lie, I told her already I was a little nervous because I just.
You thought I was gonna zeke him, but I'm not.
So we're gonna start off, but we are gonna talk to her today about her journey and her life and everything that's going on and what made her get into cutting hair. So I'm gonna talk to you right now.
You ready?
Yes, I'm ready for you.
So we're doing a nice little taper on this guy. He just wants a side and a back taper. Line up the rear. You gonna bring this down or you wanna keep it dark?
I wanna keep it dark.
Oh, okay. You gonna line it with the razor?
Yep.
Awesome. Ready to go.
Ready to go? So, how long you been in this shop?
I've been in this shop since December of last year. So newly in this shop, but actually this is my third shop. Jumped around a little bit. Started in the Bronx.
We're right in the Bronx.
183rd and Bathgate, actually. A friend of mine had a barber shop. I told him that I was interested in learning how to cut. And he told me if I want to learn, I just, come to the shop, shadow him, kind of watch. Because I didn't have money to go to school and pay all this stuff at the time. So he opened up the opportunity for me to go to actually learn on hand.
Well, who inspired you to even start? Who's the first person that did it?
It was one of those things I've done it before. I used to give myself little lineups on the side, just with a razor. Just back in the day, that was just my little style thing that I used to do around the Aaliyah stage. And I just, I'll be honest, I had boyfriends that I would just shape them up, and it actually worked out pretty well. So, it was nobody specifically inspired me. I just decided to do something different. I'm a little ADHD, so I like to do different stuff.
So you got your ADHD?
Yeah, I got to do different things. I was in real estate, I was a trainer, I've done corporate.
Real estate?
Yeah.
I feel like everybody got into real estate.
Yeah, AC Lawrence in Manhattan. I was a real estate agent for 2 years. But it was around the time when the market was what it was. So it was a stressful experience. And I was kind of in the middle of trying to work for myself and then finding something that I enjoyed enough to do it this long. And then I was like, I should just take my, try it and see what happens. I'm going to try my hand in barbering. And once somebody gave me the opportunity to actually try, I said, I'm going to take advantage of it. And honestly, I haven't turned back since.
Right, but so what keeps you doing it every day? Because I know sometimes it can be hard, especially in the beginning, getting customers and people trusting you, especially as a woman. How is that for you?
Well, I went through it. I had to actually put my time in. I had to experience all of those things that you just mentioned.
Well, give us an example. Can I get 2 examples of things an example?
I've had clients come in and everybody's busy and I'm the only one not busy, and they'll just wait because I'm a female and they don't know if I can cut or not, or they're just not comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And I've actually had a client literally curse me out and tell me I shouldn't be a barber because I'm a female. That happened in the Bronx. And he was an old school guy.
So wait, you cut his hair, then he told you that, or before?
No, before I cut his hair, he told me that I shouldn't even be in the shop.
Okay.
He saw that I was a female in the shop, and he was like, I don't understand why females think they could do everything that men can do. You shouldn't be here.
So how do you feel about that, though, that statement?
It did nothing to me, actually, because I grew up with boys. So I grew up with all brothers. Okay. And they've definitely done worse than whatever he said to me.
Example.
DDTs, suplexes.
They was beating you up.
They pretty much made me strong enough to be able to handle something like that. So it never really discouraged me at all. Anytime somebody tells me I can't do something, I just do it more.
Well, how many?
Just get great at it.
How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 brothers. I'm the only girl.
Okay.
Well, I have a half sister also.
Who's the oldest?
My oldest is Steven. We're all 2 years apart.
Okay.
So he's
So where are you at? You in the middle?
I'm the baby. I'm always
okay.
gonna be the baby.
Me too, though.
Yeah.
But,
We get mad hurt.
Definitely, we don't gotta go through a lot of the stuff the older ones.
Right. Definitely.
No, but so you're saying that you're very resilient in like what you do. Is that something that you put like forth like towards everything that you do?
Absolutely. If I enjoy it. If I have no passion about it, I'll be honest, I'm just gonna half-ass it. And then if I'm gonna do that, I'd rather not do it at all.
Yeah.
Because that's something my mom taught me a long time ago. Like, if you ain't gonna do it right, just don't do it at all. And I really agree with that. Because if I didn't love this, I wouldn't do it. And if I was bad, I would have stopped. Like, I don't have an ego, so I don't feel like, I have to prove anything to anybody. Like, if it didn't work, it just didn't work. I would try something else. I believe that I have enough talents that I'll figure something out along the way. So.
Yeah. So what are some things that you're doing like right now?
Well, right now I'm just trying to build my brand as a female barber, so that in the future I can open up my own establishment. I want to do a full men's grooming. How you doing? Clients,
Oh,
regular stuff. This is barbershop stuff. I got respect in the shop. I'm cool. I'm one of the cool.
She's cool. She's cool.
So, yeah, I definitely want to open up my own shop one day. Full men's grooming spa. Offer all the services, facials. And I do that now, actually, here. I do facials, but the spa that I would like to open would have something like, facials and waxing and the whole men's grooming industry has actually gone up tremendously in the last couple of years. So, new products, men are finally taking care of themselves, their skin. I just felt like.
So you feel like guys don't take care of themselves?
Not as much as they should.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Meaning, like, facials. Everybody has skin. Everybody has pores. Everybody has blackheads. The majority of the guys that I come across are not used to doing that, cleaning out their skin, their blackheads, and it's just not a thing to do, or they look at it as feminine.
Okay.
I grew up, I'm Hispanic, so I grew up in a community where that was the norm.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes, I do speak Spanish.
Okay, now I don't know how to speak it, but I don't know. I can take some lessons.
Go to a Spanish country or get you a Spanish wifey and make sure she speaks Spanish all the time. You'll figure some stuff out.
Everybody says that.
That's it.
That's it, mommy.
Got to
so in your future, like, where do you see yourself in like 10 years?
10 years. Again, my ADHD would tell me I could be anywhere. But if I'm anywhere near where I want to be, I'll have a couple of shops.
Okay.
Build a franchise of shops, grooming spas. I'd like them to be fully female staff, just to give the men.
So it's like that super cuts type of thing? Not super cuts, but I
don't say super cuts.
I mean the cuts, my bad. BP cuts.
Less commercial than super cuts. A little more catering to the people of my community. Like they have stuff like this in Manhattan that cater to people that are have so much money, and I kind of wanted to do something that was a little, still high end. You still want to give them great service, but affordable and then reasonable, and something they'll enjoy, and something from the community and people from our own community, because we don't support each other enough, and that's what everybody's crying about. So I just kind of want to be in that category of type of people that just want to give back and do things in my community, give back to my people, open up stuff in my neighborhood.
Yeah, that's cool. Are you doing any things right now, like to start off?
Well, right now I'm building my brand. This is
Okay, the brand. But I mean like I mean things like fundraisers or like volunteer time and stuff like that.
I have a couple of things that I'm working on with well, it's still in the works, so I don't really want to speak on it as a
All right, so we're going to talk about that one.
Just to give a little hint, it does assist people that are maybe coming out of incarceration and they're looking for jobs.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm going to offer like free cuts to some of those people that are trying to look for jobs that are just coming home, because they need help too. And being that my mom was a retired correctional officer, I kind of understand a little more about the inside and how that really works, and rehabilitation and just understanding the correctional facilities and the type of necessity that the type of needs that they actually have, and trying to help them get back and feel good about themselves.
It is tough, though.
Really make you feel good about yourself.
Yeah, people don't understand that.
Right.
It really does. Feel like a new person.
Right.
But so you don't have, other than, my bad, I'm a little stuck. I was in here. What you think about this thing that's going on with Donald Trump, though? We haven't even really talked about that. How do you feel about our president? I need to hear your political side of you. I need to hear
I'm nervous about the state of this country with that, because if they let that happen, then that just tells me that they're really reckless in their decisions. Like, I always thought you had to be qualified to have a position like that, but unfortunately, they're just handing out presidential jobs. I might run if it's like that. But if it taught us anything, I think what it did, and I try to take the best out of everything, I think it inspired people to really, really, literally, you can be whoever you want to be and whatever you want to be if you actually put it forward. Because if he can be president, come on. Let's be real.
So, and I kind of asked that because, I know that a lot of people feel a certain way about him in general and stuff he's doing and stuff that's been going on.
Because he's reckless. He moves very recklessly, and that's scary. Because if he's moving reckless, and we have to be, it's on us. Like, we're here dealing with it. He's doing crazy stuff, and then he doesn't even answer for it. So it's a shame that that's what we have to deal with. But again, this is the state of our country, and if we want to change it, we got to do something.
So how do you feel now? The reason I kind of asked you about that because I wanted to go into more women's stuff. But I wanted to see where you, like, how do you feel about? Do you have kids?
I do not.
Okay, how do you feel about having kids like around this time now, being out this presidency?
I feel like I'm gonna have a bigger responsibility educating my kids and making sure they know what's what. Because once they get out in the world and they meet our Trumps, then that's going to be a reality check that they should be prepared for.
But dude, see, the reason why I ask you that is because I feel like why should somebody else make you or force you to give your child more attention because of somebody in power? You get what I'm trying to say?
Because of that, if you send them out there naive.
No, I don't mean that. I don't mean that as being naive. I mean that as more so like, regardless if you have a kid now, this presidency or next presidency,
like you should
always have that energy.
Right.
Yeah, like a lot of people feel like they.
I absolutely agree. Yeah. I know what you mean. Because of, it's almost like the difference between Obama and Hitler being in office.
Okay.
You feel like you have to protect yourself against one more than the other. You understand what I mean? So it's more about, if Obama's in office, we're going to do regular stuff. We're going to teach our kids as we do. But wait, Trump is in office? Now we have to teach our kids, give them different education. Like, all right, well,
but how do you really,
how do you tell your kids how a president can say the vulgar things that he says and become president? Like, how do you explain that to your kids? You know what I mean? So those are the kind of things that
it's hard to explain, but you have to do it as best as possible.
But
rather
if we
than
didn't have him there, we would never be in that position to have those conversations. You understand what I'm
but that's more about what I'm saying is still more about hiding. In reality, life is changing, right? It's 2017, and like kids are like they can go online and they can see anything, they can talk, and you just still want to be on them. So that's what I'm trying to say is like a lot of people are always looking like, oh, the government should do this and do that, but why aren't we doing stuff for our kids? You know what I mean? Like if they come home, you should be sitting down doing the homework with them or giving them extra work. Because sometimes they get that work and it's too easy, or it's maybe not enough, or it's not challenging, or maybe it is too challenging, but they don't have enough help.
And I think you're 100% true, right about that. That's actually what my mom did. She used to give us book reports to do, and outside of school, we would have to do book reports. And I'm just like, why? Like, it's a summertime, Mom. Why do I have to do a book report?
I'm not saying being like crazy, but just challenging them to do something at least once a month for something, because the world is much bigger than what we see.
True.
You know what I mean? And everybody knows that, because when you see certain things on TV, now you're like, oh, I want to go there. I want to see that. Or I want to be like that. You know what I mean? So why not experience it?
Right.
But a lot of people are scared to push this.
Very scared.
So what would you say to somebody that's maybe in a position that you've been in, like a tough position, kind of?
Take the risk. Take the risk. Take the risk. If it's not gonna, I'm not even gonna say if it don't hurt you physically, because I physically have felt the pain behind this decision. For me to actually
somebody punched you in the stomach?
No, I'm talking about. I wish they would, because I would have woke up. No, I literally was like, again, I was trying this out. I had moved to New Jersey because at the time I was training, so I thought that was like where I needed to be until the fitness studio went out of business, and then I kind of got displaced a bit. But I was traveling here 2.5 hours every day, back and forth to New Jersey for a year and a half. And I told myself, if this barber thing works, I'll move back to New York, which I did 2 weeks ago.
Congrats.
But you can imagine commuting, taking a bus, 2 trains, and another bus. So that's 2 trains, 2 buses. And during rush hour, off-peak, on-peak, round every hour of the day, random times, and especially 2 in the morning, because I would stay at the shop until 12 sometimes, just to make extra money, enough so that I could, come back the next day.
I understand, because that's how it is in the beginning. It's the real struggle.
And I had to put my work in.
Yeah, but that's what I try to say about, I want to, keep talking more about your story, is because people think that people just get to where they're at real easy.
I'm blood, sweat, and tears, and most people don't see that. Like people see, on social media, I don't lie about who I am at all. Yeah. But I don't put everything out there because I have, I appreciate my privacy. But I didn't put those days where I was like sick and tired, and I had to still travel 2.5 hours for maybe one client. But that was how I had to build my clientele. Because in the beginning, nobody was gonna just give me an opportunity. I had to take it myself. So definitely.
So how long have you been cutting in general?
A year and a half.
Well, that's good though. Good that you're able to advance so quick.
I'm a natural.
She's a natural. No, that's really cool though. You've been going. Have you went to any of those competitions that they have, or stuff that they?
I recently went to BarberCon, which was amazing.
It was amazing. I went to one of those one time.
BarberCon is similar to CompCon or all of those things that most people are familiar with. Yeah. So BarberCon is basically similar to that, but for barbers from all around the world. So I've met barbers that I've been following, and I've had barbers come up to me, wow, you're Miss Ryan Cuts. And mind you, I'm new. I'm still new. I'm still pretty new. But yeah, the competitions were awesome, and I also had a chance to be in a barber showcase in New Jersey.
How was that?
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
What did you do?
I showcased my work at we basically had a bunch of barbers from the area showcase their work, and just people just got to see what type of barber they were.
Well, how was that environment for you, being there?
It was exciting. It was really exciting.
That's cool.
Especially, just having the respect that people really appreciate what I'm actually doing, and the fact that I got to a point where I can actually get a decent haircut and pass decent. Hey, you all right? Yeah, everything all right? So, no, I'm just excited about what's gonna happen in the future, and I'm just gonna keep cutting.
So do you have like don't worry, just gonna go right back in.
The other two that we picked up is way better than that.
There we go. All right. Yeah. So like I was saying, we got a little interrupted. But do you have like a favorite cut that you like to do the most, or something that you don't like? Like first, which one do you like to do a cut?
I love to do fades. Like,
Why fades? And what kind of fades?
Drop fades, which are basically below fade. Drop fade, low fade. I just like the blending process, and I like to use the masters. Those clippers are pretty freaking.
The masters, yeah, I like the masters. Mine, I gotta actually take mine over there on
the cutlery.
Yeah, the cutlery, because mine, I drop mine. Yeah, I got those. I got the
when
wood.
I need a shape of you.
I got you.
Yeah, the real you is.
Yeah. Because she only got one side anyway, so they can't be that. I'm messing with you. I got you. I can't do that bad, right? Get the side right around the back, and you go. So okay, I got another question, right? How do you feel about women that have like just hairlines, like just straight up, boxed out, like not like feminine, just more manly, like?
It's a teach his own situation, and actually on some women it looks good. Like some women actually, depending I guess on the shape of your head or how it's done, it actually looks good. Some not so much. Some not so much. But I guess you have to know what looks good on you. And part of the job of a barber is to kind of give you a little, try this, try that. You know what I mean? If you see something and it could possibly work for them, then that's great. Suggesting is possible. I do it all the time. Like I give people makeovers. Like I'll do brand new haircuts like if you never had before.
So what's like a cut? You definitely did a lot of first.
Yeah, I've given first fades. Like just the first time I've ever had a fade.
Was they mad at first and then they like? I said, was they mad at first?
No. Because they like I tell them I have a consultation. I don't just
Okay.
I'm not just going in there and like, yo, this is what's gonna happen today. Like so, no, I definitely give them a heads up. But
it just sounds. No, it's funny because I understand. You do get some clients where you are like you can just test it. Like you can just do a test.
Sometimes you gotta sometimes what they're doing is not working. You're like, bruh, why do you even cut your hair like this at all?
Yeah.
Or it doesn't shape with it doesn't go with the shape of their head or whatever. But some people don't care. Some barbers don't care. Like that's cool for them.
Yeah, they just want to get that money.
Yeah, I'm still in the state that I love it, and I think I'll be there for a long time, mainly because I enjoy what I do.
So what's like the cut that you really don't care too much for doing?
I'm not crazy about flat tops. I'm not crazy about them. They're cool, but I guess maybe because it's just so generic. That's just I don't even know if I have a real valid reason why. It's just like, and it's like, yo, you're flat top. I'm like, that's what you want.
Why? Is it because
you really want? So how do you want your back blended? Do you want it faded out or do you want it rounded?
You could round. What would look better? What would look better on the back? My dick is good. I know my head is big.
I would personally do a nice fade out.
Alright, then go ahead.
So it'll just fade out.
Thank you. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I'll do that. But oh yeah. So what's the last thing that because where's somewhere in the world that you would tell somebody they need to go or visit?
Now,
because I want to go to Africa.
All right. Now I haven't been to this place.
Oh, okay.
I want to go to Australia.
Down under.
I want to go to Australia and cut out there though. Like.
What made you just say that?
Melbourne.
That's okay. So I'd say that's a building.
I actually met some people from there, and they were just super awesome, and they were kind of letting me know that there's, you know, a nice little market out there, especially for like barbers like myself. Like they don't really have us like that, you know, like real New York and super swag.
You're trying to go get that money, like
Yeah,
that real big money. But that's cool though,
like,
yeah.
It's something else.
So if you, so like if you could do anything,
If I can do anything,
like career-wise, like what would you do? Since you saying you would travel with it, like what would it be?
I would travel to like, I mean, my mom right now, she's in Honduras, right? So like, that's where my parents are from. I mean, my mom's from Honduras, my dad's from Puerto Rico, but my mom's in Honduras. She's building an orphanage over there, and I want to go over there and cut the kids' hair. Like, I think that'll be super dope. Plus, you know, just supporting anything my mom does.
That's good though.
So yeah, so that would be something I would like really, really love to do. To go back to Honduras, go to Honduras and.
When was the last time you was there?
Well, let me rephrase that. Not go back. Go.
Okay. All right.
I've gone to Puerto Rico a billion times.
Did you like Puerto Rico? Oh, you
yeah, Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I went there.
Cool. Puerto Rico's cool.
I was out there.
Yeah, I do like it.
I went to Cuba. I was there for New Year's.
Did they really shut it down? Like you can't go back? Like,
well, I don't know. I just went.
I heard like this is recent though. I heard Trump shut it down again. Like,
oh, I didn't even know. Yeah.
Your boy.
I ain't my guy, but nah. Yeah, but they.
So how was it?
It was nice though. I liked it. The only thing I didn't
like old school, like for real?
No, it really is. They really have all of those cars. Like those are the real taxis.
I love those cars though.
Yeah, they really are. But did you know that like in Cuba, they don't like we was talking to this guy, he was telling us like they don't have no guns or no weapons, they're not allowed to have any.
The cops?
No, like people, anybody. Like you know, like not even
they're not supposed to have them here either.
No, but I mean like they don't have them, like they don't mess with people. Like they're so scared of people, right? Like we could walk through their neighborhood and they can't do nothing to us. They don't like they can't. Like,
you would think it's the other way around.
Nah, they like it's crazy out there. Like and the guy he was telling me because he had left for too long, so then they didn't let him come back in the country. And he was telling like he's like he sending his family money and stuff. And he was like it's crazy out there sometimes though. Like how they don't you're not allowed to like. I know it's illegal. I know that, but I'm just saying like at all.
Like you don't they don't even play with
like
that. Like
nobody.
That's not even like dudes in the hood if don't have not running around.
Like you're not like and then
you know
the neighborhoods are crazy.
They got machetes, my brother. They chopping you. They're not gonna shoot. They chopping you over there. That's why.
Yeah, but it really is. It's a beautiful country, but it really is poor though.
Wow.
But it is a beautiful country though. Yeah, it was.
Definitely. If the border is still open, because again, I heard this like maybe a couple of days ago, I heard that Trump like shut it down again. Like, so no more trips to Cuba for a while until they. He's trying to reverse everything that Obama's doing. So I guess that's what his.
Let's go to Mexico. You know, I'm like right by Mexico, like 3 hours away from there.
Who you?
Yeah, I want to go. They say like you can go down there, you can like just park on one side and you can just like walk across.
You can park on one side and what?
Walk.
Oh really?
Yeah, or you get on like a not like walk, I mean, like you can like take a bus or something like that.
The only place I walk anywhere is New York. I feel good here. I feel good. I'm safe.
So wait, when you was in Bronx, how was that though? Like cutting out there though. Let's talk a little bit about cutting in the Bronx.
Okay, so the Bronx it was like being in my backyard with all my family members. Like that's how it was. I mean, besides the fact that it was far and the Bronx is like at the end of the country, it was pretty cozy because everybody was so family oriented. 90% Hispanic, so I was definitely in my element. But I grew up around all different races, so you know, it was a nice experience, but I wouldn't go. I like it all here. I don't want to.
See, I told you. I'll be there.
You know, do you see how I did that? You see how I did that? First I was like, oh, and then I was like, oh.
That was good. I'm messing with you. If you could like, so if you get your first shop, where would you want to put it at?
Queens, somewhere. Not necessarily sure exactly, but maybe Long Island or something.
Why Long Island? Why would you say
I
that?
want somewhere with space because I want it to have like, I want it to be able to accommodate higher clientele as well. So I'm gonna have I want somewhere that has like parking space, or if I do have higher end clientele or VIP type of clients, they can have their own private entrance and it can be private. You don't have to go through the front door.
So you're trying to have that exclusive,
cater to both, because I'm a little bit about.
I want to talk a little bit more about how you said you was telling me that you used to be an artist.
Oh, musician. Well, I'm always a musician. Once a musician, always a musician. But
what does that mean? So what do you play?
Well, I'm a vocalist.
Okay.
So
I'm like, you're confusing me because I'm like artist, you're like musician is, and I was like, so I was
confused. My vocals are my instrument.
I know. You was gonna hit me with that one, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. That's what I was saying.
No, I definitely I got an opportunity to express my musical talents a lot when I lived in Left Rack. So shout out to Left Rack. I recorded, with a couple of artists out there. And
like who, if you don't mind?
Midnight Blue. I was working out of Sin Studio, which some people, Sin and Dawn, y'all know Dawn passed away, rest in peace. And I have a track, I did a track with Royal Flush. This is a while ago. We weren't even in the studio together. They actually just put my vocals in on the track with that. But yeah, it was cool. We did, me and Blue used to perform a lot. Also Mike the chef. Y'all left back. Y'all know who Mike is.
What were some places you performed at?
To be honest, it was like. I'm a little older now.
All right, forget it. Let's just forget it.
Some of those places ain't open anymore.
No, we gotta leave it alone.
But yeah, it was awesome. Definitely a couple places in Long Island, a couple places in Queens. We did Brooklyn also. So we definitely dipped and dabbed into different locations, but it was fun because we were under Dawn's management team, and I had a great time. Like I'll be honest, it kept me out of trouble. Definitely kept me out of trouble. But I had a little.
Wait, what? And you also were telling me. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, you said you had a.
No, I was gonna say I had my own MTV experience.
How was that? You thought you was a celebrity for a minute? You
remember that show, MTV Wannabes?
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I was on there. They had like an episode of they have one Bow Wow, one Ashanti, one whatever. I wasn't the Ashanti one. So now I lost to a girl that was way more than I did, but she couldn't sing like me. So, still. And I believe Christina Milian was the she was the host at that time, I believe. Yeah, so that was fun. That's when I had my little light celebrity experience from John Bell, so that was great.
And you said you was playing ball at John Bell too, right?
Yeah, I played ball for Bell.
How much you average? Like two?
I averaged like mad bench. I was always in some kind of probation because I didn't, you have to go to a certain amount of practices to play, and I would do just enough so that I could hang out in the lunchroom. And so I probably played more in Section 5 in Left Rack City than I actually did for Bell. But I was on the team. I'm in the yearbook.
So are you still into basketball like that?
I still shoot around. I try to shoot around a little more now than I did before, but I definitely still play ball. Definitely still shoot around. There's a little park right across the street called St. Albans. That's one. Like I'll bring my ball sometimes and shoot around over there with one of my other barbers, my fellow barber colleagues. And I also go to.
Did you have the jump shot though? Because you keep saying like
You know
I
what?
shoot around.
No, because I do. That's my thing.
Okay, that's your thing.
I have a little bit of handle from watching A1 mixtapes.
Oh, so you was on the floor, like rolling and shit. I'd have been dying laughing, too. Just anybody doing that now.
So I definitely got some handle. Yes, I do. I got a nice little crossover. It's definitely caught a couple people. All right, tall ones too.
Not me. Why don't look at me?
I know it. No, but nah, definitely still shoot around. See, the reason why I don't play full games no more, 2 reasons. One, I have people on my team trying to post me up. That's not gonna work. That's not how that goes.
People on your team trying to post you up?
Right. Think about that.
What?
Yeah.
People on your team trying to post you up. Okay, all right.
Right.
Okay.
You understand? Like, come on, son.
I didn't get that one.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't get that one.
I gotta exactly. So, that's one. And 2, honestly, I can't afford to get hurt. I'm way too old. If I hurt myself, I'm gonna be broke because I gotta work and I take care of myself. And so yeah, I've seen too many grown folks running around with injuries and they don't play for no team. So,
no, I feel you.
You're gonna have a broken ankle because you was playing basketball in the park. Like, come on. And at some point, you gotta be responsible, you know? Like, in real life.
I feel you.
Come on. Kids.
That's why I still play, but I just shoot. I don't be going to
See? Oh, so you shoot around too? You was clowning?
Yeah, I do. That's what I do. I do that 24-hour fitness sometimes, just working out.
Oh, so you actually got like the wood ground. I'm on the concrete, busting my knees open.
Nah, I had surgery on my knee, so I can't play on concrete like that no more. I'm just saying. I'll sit in the corner and you pass it to me.
I'll put you on my team. Just make you get all the reads, alright? All the reads, or you right under the rim and just dunk everything? No? You're not dunking it?
Just standing right by the 3-point line.
How tall are you? You can dunk.
Nope.
How tall are you?
6'5".
Aww.
How do you all my height?
Because.
Well, I'm 6'5".
At one point you was
really little.
not 6'5". Right. It was really so cute.
So cute. Just made me feel like a little kid.
It's adorable.
I don't like it.
I know.
I don't like it.
I know, you're a grown ass man with kids. Look at that.
Right. 2 kids, right?
And you still get I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that.
Yo, mad people still think I'm in college.
Because you look like that. I could almost only because you tell me and I know because we've grown up around it, like we're in the same age
But I appreciate that though.
But other than that, I would have been like, am I cougering if I make an attempt here?
Nah, I feel you. But let's just turn this around real quick. Well, we're almost done. We're gonna definitely finish this right here.
Yeah,
we gotta finish with this shot.
We gotta get to the beard and everything. Gotta lay him down. So.
Like my girl always say, you can't on your own. Make sure you get yourself right before you get anybody else right. This is Raincheck. Keep us in. And definitely check out some of her stuff. You gotta
Ryan Cut.
Where you at the location?
My IG, MZRYANCUTZ. Check out my resume. Check my work. Come
about the shop.
Come to the shop. EP Cuts ready.
Where's that? Where is it at?